Good morning, YouTube friends. It's Mauler, and we are playing Canada on Canada Day. That's right, the best country in the world. We're celebrating our national day, July the 1st. And let me tell you, there's no better country than Canada. There's no better prime minister than this dude. I think he's one of three Canadian prime ministers not to be named Trudeau. I'm, I'm almost kidding. Sort of kidding. Sorry. So I thought it would be fun to play with him on Canada Day, and I kind of like everything about Canada. It's a little bit of a tougher one to play sometimes, but dependent on a couple of things. My only complaint with the developers is this is not an ice hockey rink. It's a hockey rink. Come on, don't make me come over there. Okay. Anyways, what I did with Sir Wilfrid is I created a world on a Highlands map. I took out one player off a standard size map, so there's 7 of us. And I took out all the American civs. Because the only bad thing about Canada Day is 3 days later the Americans come in up stages. So there'll be none of that. We won the War of 1812 so decisively. The descendant, or the ancestor of Fire Marshal Bill, burned down the White House so hard that they just gave up, disappeared, and it was just Canada after that. So we also took out Hammurabi and Coupe and Peter. Yes, there'll be no Peter in this game. And this was the second of the roles that I did. I can't remember if I did abundant resources, but I didn't tweak anything other than impenetrable mountain ranges and abundant natural resources, or pardon me, abundant natural wonders. And I put pretty much all the game modes on. Barbarians is on. It's going to create a lot of city states that we can attack. And we put on heroes, and we put on secret societies, and we put on monopolies. So we have potential to do a culture monopoly here on this one. I rolled up 3. The first one, it was my settler surrounded by 5 deer tiles and a fur tile, which would have been a fertile. But, and then one of the other ones, I was up a little bit too far north, but it had quite a bit of deer around it as well. And this second one here, which I chose, has a fair amount of deer. So I'm thinking about moving where the warrior is to get closer to the volcano. So I'm gonna take advantage of his movement to take a look to see what's up there. And I think I'm probably gonna settle in place. It's gonna turn. I might move anyways. Turning a wooded hill in Canada is kind of a faux pas. This is gonna turn to a 2-1 tile. My only problem with that is I'm gonna be away from the deer, which I want to start working right off the bat. Maybe I'll just settle. Canadians are good at that. We settle. We say sorry a lot and we settle. I'll settle. Maybe potential for a farm triangle up above us. I still am in range to perhaps do a campus. I don't want to I don't want to stick the holy site on these 3 tiles because I'll lose an adjacency for the Lake Ontario. Okay. You grow slowly in Canada until you get your first camp down or your first farm down. So a builder, I think, is Canada's way to go. And this is going to be Barbapalooza up here pretty soon because every time a camp gets cleared, it's going to stick it up in the tundra. Because that's the game. So we're going to want to find and kill barb camps around us and not let them go to city states. And there's going to probably be a lot of them. So getting an archer or 3 up here is going to be a good idea. And then we're going to go double scout. So animal husbandry, of course, first. That's going to let us chop this deer and get 2 really awesome camps down. And we'll be on our way. So since I started going up this way, I think I'm going to keep going up this way. We hit snow right off the bat. Or ice, I mean. Yeah, snow. So that's good. It doesn't look like our 3rd tiles in Ottawa are going to be in snow. There's our first barb. I'm very happy. I've decided to keep going up that way. He's determined to get around me, I think. No, he's not. And it's going to be a tougher nut to crack because it's a hire a spearman. Okay, we might do that because these camps are going to give us money. And we're going to grow to here, which is going to give us money. So our first 3 working tiles are going to be these 2 camps. This unimproved wine. I'm going to step up. I don't think he's going to hit me. But if he does... Did we lose? We already lost the deer, or the chop. That's the sip gods being really mean to us. Okay,
If there are no dogs in heaven.
and let's go astrology, because we are going to want to... look at that. I forgot all about this tile right here. and we were 15 turns of growth to start off with like nothing for food, and then boom, all of a sudden we're 8 turns to get our second one. I had such a good plan. I was gonna go and chop that sheep. It did even give us the benefit. So I think I'm gonna actually improve all 4. Because we're gonna be pop 4 pretty soon anyways. I think I might just be 4 because I've got 3 good tiles. I got 5 turns to dink around. Holy smokes. We not only have tundra wine, we have tundra silk. We're gonna have plantations up north here. That's culture as well. We'll have 2 culture industries. Maybe, because it might be the only two tiles around here. Okay, let's keep working on this. I'm thinking that I'm glad I got this up because he didn't see us and he's not going to see us. I might actually finish off this camp with this warrior and then take the first scout and the slinger and go and do some baiting. And I'll send the... I don't know what to do. It's a little too far from home for Mr. Builder. I do want a scout to get that, but it could be something important. And this scout is going to go down here. Actually, okay. This scout, it's a Highlands map. I want him Alpine, so I'm going to take advantage of that. The next scout is going to come and find the camp with the slinger. Shit. I mean, shoot.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
Okay, just in time. We want God King because we don't want to miss Aurora. That's our key early game goal. And we'll go with the barbarian. And I'm on a hill. I'm gonna get hit hard, but I'll have a promotion. I don't think he's alive camp. I'm gonna get a couple of hits at this guy as he comes down around. I'm actually pretty glad I didn't move here. Would have had... Yeah, I'm gonna get craftsmanship. Now I'm wondering if this is the guy and he looped around and found me down here. I might have stepped to the wrong side of him. This camp could get really lively here in a second. Okay, that camp is done. You are going to go and get that. Just in time for 3 tiles. We're going to get 3-2 2 tile. We'll put off working this till we're pop 4. Get a couple of turns of rest before he comes gets me. Oh, that was... Did you guys see that? I got the irrigation boost for killing the camp. Which is so huge because I was never going to get it. And I've got 2 plantations that I want. So that was 8 turns, dropped down to 6 turns. So in 6 turns we'll be pop 4. In 8 turns we'll have a settler and we'll start working on astrology. Okay, I'm going to step over here. And my prediction is he's going to come here. That's not going to help me out because I won't reach him in time. He's going to have 2 hits at me and he's going to suicide, but I might get a crack at the other warrior. So I'm going to do what I can to try to get a slinger kill. Let's take a look at this river here. We could potentially do some shenanigans the way that this is looking. So I think I'm gonna head down south here where that scout came from. I'm gonna use this guy to just get an idea of my second and third city.
Yosemite Valley to me is always a sunrise, a glitter of green and golden wonder.
Maui. Can you imagine plunking things down with Maui? This is cool. This is super cool. And Maui's cool. Look at these. Imagine a Tundra Hill Yosemite tile with a lumber mill on it. This is coast. No, it's river. It just, this here looked like this is coast. Yosemite is sitting in the coast. Okay. Well, a coastal Yosemite City. I mean, I do want to get on the coast sometime, right? Okay. Sorry, and it was one turn away from astrology here.
I don't believe in astrology.
Um, yeah. One, two, three. We definitely got to consider doing Artemis, right? And we're out of the tundra. He's making me work hard for that. Horses. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tile width of the tundra in the north here. A little too much snow over here. Looks like we got lots of a big band of snow actually up north on Island's map. Might have been wrong. I'm gonna actually go towards the horses. Look over here. Scout a potential city site. Double horses and desert. Triple horses and desert. And a camp. Of course, there's going to be no fresh water, but that's, even if we plunked it down here, that'd be a 4 or a 4 housing city. I'm never gonna catch you, am I? Oh, this is gonna help. I didn't notice that he had a promotion.
Never again. again
What is
for the
going
gaze
on
upon the
here?
beauty spots of the earth.
Beowulf and Hermetic. Hermetic snow tiles. That is really an off tundra settle, but it's air score to get to settle close to it. Okay. The wonders, they just keep a coming. So I'm gonna quick save it. And I'm gonna sneak a peek at Hermetic. And I don't see a single ley line. One right under my campus spot. It would be an easier choice if there was like lots of them. Okay, I think I'm gonna load the quick save back. I think I picked the right
The first
of
stirrings
the
of life
three
beneath one's
Laurier
feet,
maps I rolled
the
up.
great beasts of the Stone
Sorry
Age,
about this.
to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. You chose the sunny ways, Wilfred Laurier, and me.
Okay, so we didn't do that. Didn't happen. So we're going to say, thinking about going void. He's still gonna go this way. Foreign trade boost and a promotion. More horses. I got you now, I hope. Okay. Tell us where your camp is. Thank goodness he actually did it. And we did it in time. 3 turns to spare. So we got 2 boosts there. Scouty McScoutface can go this way. Which way are you going, Billy? That's a Canadian song. Susan Jacks and the Poppy Family. Which way are you going, Billy? We found Zanzibar. Can I come to? Hopefully that'll be the only singing you hear me do, other than maybe a rousing rendition of "O Canada" sometime during the during the game. Mysticism. We are going to do that. So we are going to get a trigger for Zanzibar, which makes me wonder, do we want to put Amani there? Because in 11 short turns, or 14 short turns, hopefully we'll have a campus down by then, or a holy site down by then. We'll have that. So maybe I'll just hold off till we get the boost. If it's loaded up with envoys by the time we do that, then I don't want it. Um, see how badly we're screwed. Is that really coast? Or is that just the way the tile looks? No, it was this we thought was, unless that's river. Okay, we'll find out. Let's go down here and figure out where we're gonna settle. The shenanigans I'm thinking about are if the second city stuck a government plaza here, we could ring this with commercial hubs and holy sites and have quite a powerful little triangle or a hex of districts that sometimes works with Canada. It's kind of like the a Saguba thing with Mali, only not as good on the commercial hubs, but still works. Holy site. So if we are going to do that shenanigans, this tile would be, I don't know what these look like because we didn't get a chance to scout it, but I saw the potential. This would be the holy site for Ottawa, and this would be the commercial hub for Ottawa. Do I put the campus down and then discover the ley lines? Does it get a boost for sitting on top of one? It'll never get the benefit of working a really good ley line tile, but I don't know how it works. So regardless, it's a pretty decent site for, gives us potential to do Mabodi Temple. So I don't think it's a bad holy site. We might get a little bit of vision by buying out to it. No. Let's just plunk it down. So 6 turns, we'll have that. It'll help us get towards our Pantheon. If we went Mabudi here and Artemis here, that would be a pretty decent commercial hub, or pardon me, theater square, maybe for this city. Probably for Ottawa, we'd have to stick something else here to give this a 4 adjacency. That would have a 3 adjacency, so we'll think about things. Do I want to go? He's going to fill in all of this. I think I'm going to want to go back up around here. I do want to I do want to get vision on Zanzibar for trade route purposes, which we now have. And I don't know if I'm super interested in finding our neighbor yet.
Skill without imagination.
I think state workforce. So we're going to have the boost for it, and that will give us a card to help us build we're going to put in survey, see if we can get some super scouters. It's going to work, folks. Except I can't put it here. I have to put it here. Hopefully that's a tile. Because they're going to put their commercial hub here. They're going to put their holy site here in the third ring. And then this city here is going to do their commercial hub and their holy site. And all the holy sites are completely tundra surrounded. All three commercial hubs are on the river. And this has 4 for adjacencies. This has 4 for adjacencies. This one has 3 or 2 for adjacencies, so it's even, which means that we want this to be Artemis. We want this to be Bodhi. Because we want this to be a theater square for this city. And that gives this holy site 4. Gives this holy site 4. And so we need another adjacency for this one here. So we'll have to give a district that touches here that doesn't touch this holy site. So we'll want a district right here for this other city here. And hopefully this isn't a mountain where we're going to have to redo the whole thing. Okay, so it was coast, but it's lake. Okay, so you're going to go and curl down around here. Because I mean, I am interested a little bit in the ice, but not as much as I'm interested in figuring out some settling sites.
May the forces of evil.
Well, at least they gave us this. There'll be some pretty nice mines over here. Speaking of which, I think that's where we go next. I do want to go somewhere that reaches all of the horses. So I'm thinking probably this tile. There's no 2-2s unless we go here, and that loses this horse. So that's a potential spot. I mean, I could go here and give a horse to a city up here. Okay, good. It won't be a 2-2, but at least this is looking okay. Oh, okay. This Mabodi has to be for this city here. Okay, well, that had to be that anyways. So 2, 3. So maybe this is our city site, and this is an industrial zone. The city's gonna have to get big for this to work. We're gonna have to check to see what iron is gonna mess up these two for sure. So we gotta get currency before we get bronze working, which is kind of backwards for Canada, but at least we know this isn't iron. Wonder why we know that. It's a distant memory. Okay, so back to the plan. Going here. I do want to get a look here. I do think I'm going to just send you back here, and well, no, I want to keep the band together. Okay. So we've got our 3 initial cities. Then we want to plan out a Yosemite city, and we want to plan out a Crater Lake city. So that's a lot of settlers here in the early game. A first meet on Chinguetti. I'm pretty stoked about that, actually. They want a trade route. I know where we're sending our trade route. Another plantation resource. I don't think there's going to be tundra sugar. We've got a deer tile for this city right here, which is kind of big news because we were running out of deer tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't reach from our Artemis. So our Artemis is basically going to get, we're going to want to make sure that that our Yosemite city gets the silk tile. So now I'm thinking differently here. I miscalculated. Our Yosemite city is not going to, well, unless we settled here. I don't want to wreck a beautiful tile. I'd rather wreck this not so beautiful tile. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So does this reach here and here? Yes, it does. We could also go stay away from Yosemite. So if we stick a district here and a district here, that would give this 4. That would give this 4, and this would give this 6. It'll be a while before we put those districts down, but I think I like this idea here. We could go just spitballing. The potential Coliseum site? I don't know. But yeah, it's either going to be here or here. 1, 2, or here. Or no, because we want it in range of here. So it's one of these 2 spots. Okay, sorry. Get any benefits to tundra pasture, although we'd be killing a sheep to get the same 2-1 tile. So this is a potential city spot. now we are I think I want to get the next settler out. Holy smokes. Ain't nobody. Might buy the shrine, do the settler. Have much use for builders at the moment, so maybe I will go with that and then start working on Artemis. I think I might just do that. We'll want that to be in industry. So there's 4 half-unit of housings for this city. It should actually be able to grow to do its 1, 2, 3, 4 districts. This one here, we can do 1, 2, and keep it at 3 districts. Sorry. And this will have a water mill. So we are Watermill City. This one here has 1, 2, 3 units. Of housing, culture industry. Although I haven't seen a multiple copy of either of those since. So we might want to get Maui, plunk down some things. Kind of liking the Maui idea. You could stick it all in the caps, in the cap. We'd have to put it on forest tiles in order to try to get. So this is a potential Maui spot. Okay. Let's skip the settler and get Maui. And I don't think Maui's going to do anything for us on plain snow, is he? But we have a couple of wood styles here for Maui and a wood style here for Maui. A wood style here for Maui. We'll figure out some Maui Wowie. That's definitely not Canadian. Low pot is legal here. Okay, haven't had any barb camps, knock on wood, kind of spawn around us. I screwed up with my body. It's gonna have to be Kingston's site because one, two, this is gonna have to be okay. So I'm glad I caught that before I plunked it down. That would have been a horrible thing to find out like 80 turns from now. Turns. Really isn't much we can do to help you out with that right now. Other than maybe, say, working that instead. Takes it to 26 turns, but at least you'll grow, and then you'll be working 2 tiles towards your holy site, so I think that's what we'll do. Still have not got an invite to so this is all snow to the north of the mountains here. So we can maybe do an aqueduct city somewhere up in here. But that'll be pretty late game if we want it. Incense. Wow, it's all plantations. Okay, that's a different continent. So they're would like to find some more goody huts. Come on. You go maybe barb cat hunting after I turn this into a slinger or a archer. So where do we want to go next? Pottery for sure. No. Okay, moment of truth. Yay. Thank goodness. So all of a sudden, this holy site here becomes a +6. This one here is going to be a +10, I think. And when we do make it, it's going to get the glorious boost. We might want to see if we can do a circumnavigate. I do want to try to get a golden age. I'm starting to think of ways to do this. We haven't had a lot of help with goody huts. Maui will be a help. Artemis will hopefully happen. We're going to meet somebody. Finally, which is good because we're building up towards currency now. So we do want to find somebody. Going to get an archer, which isn't going to do anything. We're going to have to go foreign trade next. I do want to get Omani maybe into Zanzibar. No, not anymore. Chinguetti, sorry, is what I want to do. So when I get mysticism and a trade route, we're going to find a wonder over here. I don't know what wonder.
It is not the mountain.
Mount Everest. Oh yeah. It's a little far from home, but if we ever wanted to switch this to a religious game, we could go and get the boost there from that. There we go. There's some error score too. Were we the first to find that? Yes, we were. Sweden.
Sveriges drottning. Patron av konst och litteratur.
Diplomacy game intensifies. We could do this as a diplomacy game. Okay, I don't think I have anything to sell her. This is an important first meet. -7. Well, we're gonna send you a delegation anyways. Do you want to pop up and not miss anything up north. We could be probably snagging a bunch of goody huts up here, but I got steered down south by the barb camp, which is okay because it made us meet Sweden. So we're about an hour into this Canada Day extravaganza. I think I'm going to put a cut in. Got lots of things just starting to happen now. We're gonna get Maui. We're on our way to getting a second holy site. We are still the only person working on a religion, albeit slowly. Hopefully get that sped up a little bit. Because the sooner we get one, the sooner we get work ethic, and then it starts to explode a little bit. So, yeah, we gotta kind of build our relationship with Sweden. We gotta get Chinguetti here so we can get bonuses on paid for trade routes. We've gotta find an invite to Void Singers. What are you? Are you anything? You are Void Singers, so that's gonna help. So I don't even think I'm gonna hit next turn. I think I'm just gonna say goodbye. I don't think I'm gonna be pinning anything else here in the immediate future. So when we come back, this is gonna look pretty much the same. Okie doke. We'll see you in the next one. Happy Canada Day!